The demand for superhero games is increasing with each passing day, allowing gamers to experience their favorite characters in their shoes. Today, we will be discussing 10 upcoming superhero games that will be available soon. Let us know in the comments which game you're most excited about. Suicide Squad. Kill the Justice League is making a comeback after an 8-year hiatus since Batman Arkham Knight. Developed by Rocksteady Studios, the creators of the iconic Batman Arkham series, this third-person action shooter offers a unique twist where players must save the world by defeating the Justice League. Unlike the typical hero narrative, players will assume the roles of the Suicide Squad, featuring characters such as Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and King Shark, each with their own unique abilities and traversal mechanics. The game's mission takes place in a vast, open-world metropolis, currently under the control of the heroes who once defended it. Rocksteady Studios promises an unparalleled experience, blending enhanced traversal, gunplay, and melee combat for an unpredictable adventure. The game is set to release on February 2nd, 2024, and will be available for PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox Series X, and S. I'll be creating more videos on this game, so subscribe if you don't want to miss any news about it. Coming in at number 9, we have Bethesda's latest game announcement, Blade, which was revealed at the Game Awards 2023 and is being developed by Arcane Studios Leon. This third-person action game puts players in the shoes of Marvel's iconic vampire hunter. Although Arcane Studios has developed several critically acclaimed games over the years, they are most well known for the Dishonored series. The original Dishonored game, which was released in 2012, received high praise for its immersive world and unique blend of stealth and action gameplay. This emphasis on player freedom and experimentation became a defining feature of the series. Blade is set to build on this legacy and promises to offer players a genre-defying experience with extensive customization and player choice. The game takes place in an open-world Paris overrun by the undead, blending Arcane's signature style with the Marvel universe. The focus on player freedom, experimentation, and a vast sandbox for vampire slaying aligns perfectly with the studio's distinguished development history. At the time of writing, there is no official release date for Marvel's Blade. Arcane has confirmed that development has just begun, and given the studio's recent release history, it may be several years before we see the game, possibly not until 2026 or 2027. While it is unclear which platforms the game will be available on, it is expected to be a next-generation release, potentially exclusive to the Xbox Series X and S consoles, due to Bethesda's ownership by Microsoft. Coming up next, we have some exciting news for DC fans who have been eagerly waiting for a new game. Monolith Productions, known for their exceptional adaptations in games like Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, is currently working on an open-world Wonder Woman game. This game promises to immerse players in the meticulously detailed Themyscira. While the specific details of the gameplay are still unknown, the game promises to offer an expansive, open-world environment for exploration and encounters with iconic villains. Monolith's acclaimed Nemesis system adds an extra layer of complexity to the game by creating a dynamic hierarchy of enemies with unique attributes, enhancing the overall gaming experience. Although the release date and platforms are yet to be confirmed, industry estimates suggest that the game might launch sometime in 2025. Most likely on next-gen platforms such as PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. Let's talk about the next Untitled Marvel game, which features Captain America and Black Panther during World War II, adding a historical twist to the superhero action. Although the game was announced in October 2021 and has been in development for 2 years, there's no official release date yet. Some industry insiders speculate that the game may be released in late 2024, but this is just speculation at the moment. The game doesn't have an official title yet, but fans are suggesting Flags of Our Fathers, drawing inspiration from a 2010 Marvel comic. The creative team behind this game is Skydance New Media, led by Amy Hennig, the mastermind behind Naughty Dog's Uncharted series. The game boasts an ensemble cast, featuring not only Captain America and Black Panther, but also introducing Gabriel Jones and Nanali. The game's story takes place during World War II, and revolves around Hydra's attempt to steal vibranium from Wakanda, which brings Black Panther into the conflict. Both Captain America and Azuri are looking out for their countries, which leads to them clashing and forming a tentative alliance. With Hennig's talent for creating thrilling adventures, the game is set to take us through the European theater of war and even to Wakanda, making it an exciting addition to the Marvel universe. The Wolf Among Us 2 is making a comeback, thanks to Telltale Games. The original Wolf Among Us was released in 2014, but then the company faced financial difficulties. What makes this revival interesting is the collaboration between Ad Hoc Studio, a company formed by former Telltale Games employees, and the current Telltale team. They include some familiar faces. The Wolf Among Us follows a detective who has a werewolf twist. It is based on the Fables comic series and serves as a prequel, where fairy tale creatures creatures live as regular humans with ties to their magical pasts. In this unique universe, you, formerly the Big Bad Wolf, tackle mysteries as a sheriff. The game is set to be released at the end of 2024 and will be available for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC via the Epic Games Store. Now let's discuss the highly anticipated Marvel's Wolverine. This PlayStation 5 exclusive is being developed by Insomniac Games, the creators of Ratchet and Clank and Marvel's Spider-Man, and has the gaming community eagerly awaiting its release. Despite being shrouded in secrecy, recent updates have given us some exciting glimpses. In a short but thrilling 53-second trailer, we get a glimpse of the aftermath of a barroom brawl, potentially at Madripoor's Princess Bar, a location that fans will recognize. While the footage doesn't reveal much about the gameplay, it sets the tone and leaves us craving more. Insomniac Games has a proven track record of delivering smooth, action-packed third-person adventures, which has everyone excited about what Marvel's Wolverine will bring. Ryan Schneider, the head of franchise strategy, has reassured fans that they're committed to preserving the character's essence while bringing a fresh perspective. Marvel's Wolverine is confirmed as a PlayStation 5 exclusive, but we shouldn't expect it before 2025. However, there has been news of a hacking group targeting Insomniac Games and stealing data, which they subsequently sold on the internet. As a result, a playable build is now available online. Nonetheless, we strongly advise staying away from it. Our next highlight is on the upcoming DC game, DC Dark Legion, which has already created a buzz since its announcement. This mobile game is set to release in 2024 and promises to offer something unique on the mobile platform. Dark Legion is inspired by the darker corners of Batman comics, specifically featuring the Batman who laughs. This twisted version of Batman, infused with the Joker toxin, is the central figure in the game, injecting a dark and intense vibe into the narrative. Designed as an action-packed strategy game for Android and iOS, Dark Legion immerses players in a distorted version of the DC universe, where the Batman who laughs directs a mysterious assault on Earth and its heroes. The game is aligned with the Dark Knight's Metal comic series. As players take on the role of a 31st century agent, their mission involves recruiting DC superheroes and supervillains to counter the Batman who laughs ominous plans. The gameplay entails base building, leveling up superpowers and equipment, and leading a squad of iconic characters from the Justice League against this formidable threat. The Black Panther game is one of the most highly anticipated games in development at Cliffhanger Studio under the EA banner. The game is being led by Kevin Stevens, who was previously associated with Monolith Productions. After years of speculation, we finally have some official details. The team boasts seasoned talents with experience in titles like God of War, Halo Infinite, and Call of Duty, which sets high expectations for this superhero venture. Although specific gameplay details are still under wraps, the confirmation of an original third-person single-player Black Panther game hints at an engaging, action-oriented adventure. The team, led by Kevin Stevens, is dedicated to providing players with narrative agency and control. The game is set in the fictional African nation of Wakanda, and the world is described as a rich superhero sandbox, suggesting potential open-world elements. Cliffhanger Studio is collaborating with Marvel Games to create an authentic and detailed game that fits within the Black Panther universe. Next on our radar is Marvel's Venom, brought to light by a recent leak. The same breach that spilled the beans on Insomniac's Wolverine game. Set to unfold post-Marvel's Spider-Man 2 events, Venom strategically leads the narrative into Spider-Man 3, whose late 2028 release was also exposed. The leaked scoop hints at a dynamic gameplay feature, allowing players to seamlessly switch between Venom, Peter Parker, and Miles Morales as they navigate the chaotic, carnage-infected NYC boroughs. Details paint the game as a 10-hour standalone experience, hosting 12 missions and 3 formidable event bosses. Optional content like quests, challenges, bases, crimes, and collectibles aligns with Insomniac's signature Spider-Man game format. Leaked intel also spills the beans on Venom's second quarter 2025 release, an exclusive to the PS5. This action-adventure promises to follow Insomniac's Spider-Man series footsteps. This sneak peek into Insomniac's Venom hints at a compact project mirroring the style of Spider-Man, Miles Morales, setting the stage for the trilogy's grand finale. Let's finish our discussion by talking about the last game on our list, the Iron Man game developed by Motive Studio. This game is a standalone adventure that was announced in 2022, and it is the beginning of a partnership between EA and Marvel. Motive Studio, who recently developed the Dead Space remake, is working on this project, which promises an incredible gaming experience for fans. In a recent update from Patrick Klaus, the head of Motive Studio, he shared exciting details about the Iron Man game. Klaus mentioned that the game is still in the early pre-production phase, and the team is laying the groundwork for a robust development process. Despite being in the early stages, Klaus expressed his excitement about the many opportunities to explore the narrative, design, and gameplay intricacies of the iconic Iron Man character. Following their approach to the Dead Space remake, Motive has created a community council consisting of Marvel and Iron Man enthusiasts. This council plays a crucial role in shaping the game by providing feedback on various aspects. Klaus revealed that the team has chosen Unreal Engine 5, which will enable the developers to create something truly extraordinary. Recent titles such as Lords of the Fallen, Immortals of Avium, and Epic Games' Fortnite, all powered by Unreal Engine 5, showcase the engine's power. Klaus also mentioned that Motive Studio members are gradually returning to the Montreal-based studio, which marks a period of evolution and elevation. With EA's trust and collaboration with Marvel Games, Motive Studio is driven and laser-focused on delivering an exceptional Iron Man gaming experience. Alright, that's all for today. Please drop a comment below and share your thoughts with us. If you enjoyed the content, show some love by hitting the like button. Before we wrap things up, we want to say a big thank you to each one of you. Your support means a lot to us. When we posted our previous video, we were a small group with less than 300 subscribers. Now we're almost at the 2,000 mark. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this incredible journey. Be sure to check out our next video.